Good evening, my name is John Novak. I'm a teacher in the Diocese of Pittsburgh at St. Mary's School. The purpose of me talking with you tonight as stakeholders and parents in our school community is to attempt to persuade you to embrace a high-performance learning environment in the school and to invest your time, resources, and energy into that. So to begin with, what is high-performance learning? At its core, high-performance learning is a shift from teacher-driven classrooms to a more student-centered learning environment. I created a website that will have several pages that we will go through that gives a more fuller description of what HPL or high-performance learning entails. And the very beginning is my own personal philosophy on high-performance learning, which is, on the home page, a learner-centered environment is one in which the focus shifts to the needs, wants, and experiences of the learner. This shift will occur where and when there is a renewed focus on the success and dignity of each individual student as their potential dictates. The focal point of this shift will be to maximize one's true potential through a variety of instructional and assessment strategies and away from standard assessment as a means of measurement and growth. I also have this discussion available under the HPL video link, and I'm also going to take you through the cognitive arcs in high-performance learning, which is an image right here, and there are 4 of them. The first is cognitive arc is the learner-centered, understanding the learner's cognitive realities. And simply put, that is learning how students best learn. We all learn in different ways. We are all made differently. Some of us are audio learners, some of us are visual, kinesthetic, spatial learners, according to Gardner's multiple intelligences. Also, socioeconomic realities. Some students do not have the advantages of others. Some do not have the resources that others have. The first arc deals with understanding those and providing that student with the best opportunities available to them. The second arc is the fact-based futures cognitive arc, which is being aware of the current research available. And in doing that, using the current research when applying the changes to this school and using best practices in accordance with that research on things such as teaching techniques and methods. The third arc is the new learning ecosystem, developing a curriculum, what is taught, when it is taught, the sequence and scope, and learning environments to optimize the learner's performance. And again, simply put, that means giving each student an opportunity and the best map to success. The last one is the scholar practitioner, and that is on us as educators. And that means that it is our charge to educate and encourage teachers, administrators, and everyone in the school community to create these new learning environments. And to do so, the scholar practitioner, myself, the educator, has to open up an open dialogue with all the parties involved, hence why I'm speaking directly to you. And as you can see, I have created a website for high-performance learning. I'm going to take you on a brief overview of what it all entails so that you can pass this information along, and feel free on your own time to go through it yourself. The first page is high-performance learning current media selections that I chose. And in this, I picked up 4 videos. In the first one, Sir Ken Robinson on TED Talks discusses about, it gives a speech about how he believes we need to begin reteaching our students. In it, you'll find he uses levity to discuss these serious concerns and also the pitfalls that could arise from continuing to go down the path in education that we are currently doing. Eric Mazur, he is a Harvard professor, gives an interview in which he discusses the power of peer instruction, a different mode of instruction as opposed to the teacher-driven lectures that we are all so accustomed to. Shelley Wright gives in the same TED Talks conference, she gives a personal and very, very powerful first-hand account of what student-centered learning can do in her classroom and how there was a culture shift in her school as a result of it. And lastly, another means of assessment and teaching, project-based learning. And this is basically just an introduction into what project-based learning, or PBL, is all about by the Buck Institute for Learning. And please feel free to click on any of those. It will take you right to the web page. The next section is high-performance learning articles. The first one is from the International School Parent Magazine in the spring of 2014. Gives a comprehensive introduction to what high-performance learning is, and you may also, in my opinion, peruse the rest of that magazine. It is chock full of incredible educational information. There is a link here from Harvard's course on qualitative research, and the reason I chose this is it goes into arts-based research, how you use art to as a mode of inquiry for the students and as a mode of assessment for teachers. There's a magnet school link here, if you're not sure what those, Montessori schools and the like. And student-centered learning, questions and concerns. This is more for the teachers and administrators. It is an article that addresses questions, concerns that we may have. The third page is high-performance videos, which are more of interviews, one-on-ones. I have one on inquiry-based learning. I have one on neuroscience, how the brain works. Dr. Judy Willis gives that one. And Guy Kawasaki, who is a Silicon Valley exec, who is very passionate about education and where we're going. And the last one is about e-portfolios as a means of assessment and instruction. And lastly, on the final page, you will find I have a symposium introduction. I have a reflection on my learning in this particular class that I am taking, and in it, and an annotated bibliography that notes all the materials used. So I thank you for your time and hope that I persuaded you into taking this journey with us. Thank you.